everybody, my name is Karen and welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to wish you a happy new year and hear me out. I know that it's 4 weeks into 2025, but today is Lunar New Year, so if you celebrate that, then I'm actually kind of on time. So now I'm going to take you back in time to December 31st. Karen is going to a New Year's party and she's going to tell you about her outfit. She was so excited about this one. Just humor her for like 30 seconds. I promise it'll be quick. Hi everybody. So this is the final look. I don't know if you can see my shoes, but these are the shoes that I ended up deciding to go with. I was debating whether to wear these or whether to wear white sneakers. The white sneakers I feel like go more with like the yellow theme of the dress, but I just think that these look really cute as well. And they kind of match with my hair. So there you go. Color matching, which we love. I wore this dress last year, but none of the people who are going to the New Year's party have seen this dress, so it kind of works out. There's really no other occasion for me to wear this dress, which is why I'm wearing it again. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cute, and I'm gonna head out now because I am actually late. So I'm back to New York City. I had a really great time in Mexico. There are a lot of feelings that I have about my trip, especially now that like apparently America hates Mexicans. Love that for me. So yeah, there's a lot of feelings that I have about it, but I think it's just gonna be very draining for me, so I'm just like not even gonna go there right now. So instead, I'm gonna tell you a more lighthearted story about my most chaotic first 24 hours back in New York City. So yeah, this is a story of how I called the cops on my building super for being inappropriate to my friend, had the cops come over to my apartment to file the report, and then an hour after I got locked out of my apartment with not two, but just one shoe on and my dog without a leash, and I had to walk outside in the snow to beg my super to let me into my apartment because he was the only one with another set of keys. Yeah. So if this story sounds interesting to you, then buckle up, kiddos, because this is story time. So just to give you some more context, my building is a pre-war building, and like everything is like always breaking. For example, like my kitchen's faucet is like my third faucet so far. The other two broke, and this one is literally on its very last leg. I give it like 2 more months, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna break again. Like, I don't know, things just break. It's not like I'm doing anything weird with my faucets. Like, they were okay in my previous apartments. Like, in this apartment, they just somehow always break. And another example, my bathroom door. One day it was working fine, and then the next thing I know, it's like down on the floor. It like broke, and the hinges, something happened. It was down on the floor. I didn't know what happened, guys. It was just there. And like, I don't even use my bathroom door because I live by myself. I don't know what happened. I was really afraid of calling my super. He is an asshole, and he like is always like very angry, and I was just afraid of calling him, so I didn't call him. I'm like, I don't even need the door. Like, why don't I just like not have a door? Like, that's totally fine. Except like my friends came over and like there was no door, so I had to like ask them to have a buddy every time they use the bathroom so like they could spot each other. Guys, I'm sorry. Eventually just one of my friends ended up coming over and like fixing my door, so thank you, friend. You know who you are. That was a real tangent, guys. I'm sorry. Back to the story. My neighbor downstairs had a massive flood while I was away. Apparently like there were gallons of water like pouring from her ceiling, and they were coming from my apartment. Apparently the pipe broke or something, and it was a real emergency, and the super like came, opened the door without letting me know, and scared the living shits out of my friend, because obviously they didn't know the guy, and he didn't announce himself. He didn't tell them that he was the super, so obviously my friend was just really scared. And there were a lot of other things that happened, but I feel like that's more of my friend's story, so I won't go into the details. So yeah, that's why when I got back into the city early on a Sunday morning, my friend and we called the cops and, told them what happened. They came to my apartment. They were absolutely useless. Like, nothing really happened. We just filed a report, I think, and they didn't do anything to him. But the police guy, he asked me to call the landlord, and I accidentally heard that he asked me to call the super. So I called the super and I was like, yo, I got the cops here and they want to talk to you. So the cop like talked to the super. He left my apartment. I don't know why he left my apartment, but he walked outside and he like started talking to the super. I don't know what he told him. So the cops left and I was like, oh my gosh, that was like super fucking awkward. I don't want to ever have to see the super ever in my life again. Oh, and just my luck, guys. So an hour passes by and I'm just like hanging out with my friend. They're about to leave and they're leaving, and I realized that they forgot something in my apartment. So I grabbed the thing and I like walked into the hallway. Like, my dog also runs out with me, and I'm like, wait. We forgot this. And then I give it to them. I'm like, goodbye. I'm like walking back. And then, just my luck, guys, I'm locked out of my apartment. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? Like, why did my door locked? I'll circle back on that later, but I was locked out of my apartment, and in that moment, I just wanted to cry. I didn't cry because my friend was there, but I was I wanted to cry because I knew exactly what that meant. I was gonna have to call the super and ask them to let me back in because he is the only one with another set of keys. I got locked out of my apartment. I only had one slipper. And the reason why I only have one slipper is because I have a dog. It's just the life of a dog mom. Yogi just like walks around with my shoes in his mouth and he just leaves them somewhere in the apartment. So every time I have to head out, I don't know where my shoes are. Sometimes they're in my bathtub, and then sometimes they're in the kitchen. Sometimes they're underneath my couch, and then sometimes they just disappear forever. Sometimes they're just never found. But anyhow, so I only have one shoe on. I have my dog. I have no leash, and it's snowing outside. I go to my neighbors, and like thankfully they're like really nice, and they agreed to look after Yogi while I try to figure out how to get inside. But yeah, I called the super and they reluctantly agreed to give me the keys. I just have to go to their building. They don't live in my building, so I have to like go outside. And it's snowing outside, but thankfully my friend's dad like drove me to the building, so it wasn't that bad. I went to the building and grabbed the keys and then and then got back into my apartment. It turns out that the whole reason I got locked out of my apartment is because, you guessed it, the super, he made a switch to my doorknob so that it automatically locks, and he didn't tell me. If you also have a shitty super, then leave it in the comments below. Or maybe I'm just the only unlucky New Yorker who got a really shitty super. But yeah, that's all for now. Stay tuned for next week where I tell you how I drag a 7-foot tall tree across Manhattan because I thought it was cute. This actually happened. The tree's like right behind me. But yeah, this is too much for story time. This is for next week, or however long it takes me to edit the next video, which is hopefully not that long. This is the end of the segment. I'm gonna go now. I was actually gonna go to sleep, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm feeling like telling a story to someone, and yeah, that's why I look like I'm about to go to sleep. So until next time. If you enjoyed my video, then please like, share, and subscribe. I got the order right this time. My dog is looking at me like I'm absolutely nuts. I'm sorry, Yogi. I'm sorry that you have to see this, but it must be done. Oh my gosh, he's like looking at me like I'm insane. Okay, goodbye.